Frontier. The game Steam has recommended me a bunch since it came out in early access. We're finally playing it. I played a little bit.
This
I
is
do
an
like
alert.
it. Thank you, Mr. Pyro.
Origami Pyro.
Farthest Frontier is a town
Don't
builder
kill Winter.
intended for digital distribution on the PC. Okay, so that's anyways, protect and guide your small band of settlers, which will be Twitch chat, because I won't care if they die then. Ooh, that was a bit much even for me. Protect and guide from the untamed wilderness. Produce items. Major features: harvest, grow, craft, build, advance. Most detailed farming system ever. I mean, besides like Farming Simulator. But it is actually, like, you have like crop rotation and like soil quality, and it's not super annoying to do. It's actually pretty cool. And villagers all live their lives, sometimes good or bad, but like it is like procedurally generated. And it does get all them old-timey diseases. Yes, you can get dysentery and cholera, all the favorite things that people love. So with that said, let's go to Crudbury. On not changing any settings, a little middle of the road, everything. Oh yes. Do you guys like Sean Bean?
Life can be harsh everywhere, but in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city.
It's not fun.
And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave. That we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland.
We're gonna starve to death in a new land, which is much more exciting.
The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
So, yeah, pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, the soundtrack's solid, though it does get a bit in my limited experience, it is just like an 8-minute song on relative repeat. I haven't gotten very far yet. I don't know if like you age up or you progress in it. It reminds me, for many reasons, of New World. Both the concept and so far the music and visuals. All right, build extra houses, stockpile food, and keep your villagers happy. To encourage immigration and births, if you know what I mean. Do you still play Bannerlord? I haven't lately. It's one of those like we go back to once a year and see how much has changed, and then regret because I got so used to playing with mods and they're all broken now. Yes, welcome. My lord, we've finished scouting the surrounding area. Survive the land your villagers have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. But I'm right next to all the other villagers. So, oh, did the FPS die as soon as we got in game? Alright, I suspected this might happen. We're gonna, yeah. A lot of the reviews said that optimization is not perfect at the moment. This is a pro aliasing stream anyway, so. Hopefully that's a little better. The trees. Well, I turned off. Let's see if I can turn foliage back, because that does add a lot. Yeah. Tell me if the trees are killing my... Oh, the trees... Nope, nope, nope. Just like in the olden days, trees killed your FPS. Nope. No trees. Sorry. I think it still looks pretty... So, the timer doesn't actually start till you place your first TC. So you start moving through a season. So we look for the resource. We got widgets, we got overlays. So first is desirability, which I think is more affected by buildings. It essentially means your villagers don't like living in a shithole, literally or figuratively. So I mean, they're gonna have to learn to deal with it. But oh yeah, here are villagers with their temporary names. Water, as you can see here, is water.
An alert.
It's more of a groundwater thing. Thanks, guy in the chat.
Is now chilling. I don't remember subbing.
And then the fertility is for, you know, plants and such. Looks like this is a pretty nice area for farms. So the building system and the road system, which we're about to get to, are very nice, but we'll get there. We're gonna rename our villagers to start. And then overlays. The first overlay, or the first widget, I'm not sure what F2 does, to be honest. The second one shows, like, you can put, like, the health bars or icons. You can choose icons, or you can choose, like, just letters and numbers. Which, we're going to keep the icons on so people can keep track of what they're doing today. Need some role-playing in the chat. And then, the next one is resources. I found this one kind of an annoying overlay because it'll show you resources that either you've already used, like it's just always there. It feels like you always have to have it, and you can't really. My experience so far is that like it's necessary, but it definitely could be executed better. So we got our clay. We of course have. My God, is my FPS dying looking at the water? You can't put your town center in the water. That is a... I'm on low graphics, and that is a beautiful looking lake. I gotta say, like, I had to turn down the graphics because I'm streaming. But off stream, it was running just fine. With those higher graphics, so... I don't think it needs a supercomputer, it's just kind of not super well optimized. Alright. So... we can see the whole map. I noticed once you place your TC, you can no longer see the map until you uncover it manually, like in AoE. So this is the only time I'm going to be able to see the whole map. What games are even remotely well optimized? Factorio. I wouldn't get too excited for combat. Combat's a bit of a mess. It exists, but it's also very, very, like... It's, there needs to be some work done, in my opinion. Honestly, I like the city building. The city building is really cool. I gotta make a decision. Okay, so... you don't actually want to be too close to too many resources, because I gotta... like, desirability is being near the town hall. But you can move your buildings, too. Just slap down the town, so let's get started here. Alright, that's our farmland. We're gonna stay kind of close. Oh, look. Boars. Tasty. For hunting. I also don't want to be on too, like... you can flatten terrain, but it takes villager time. Okay. Fine. Here's the spot. Right in front, we're gonna have to clear the trees, but that'll give us some firewood for later in the season. I'm just going to rotate my camera here. And then this will be our new perspective. Or this way. No, this way. I like working down. That makes it easier for me. My brain head. Come on, make a decision already. Just place it. Good. Yeah, I have a 2080.
This is an alert.
Thank you, Astro.
Astro
And
468 is now chilling.
all right, let it begin. So, first things first. How many villagers are sick? How many? So we're starting to set up the town center. They gotta chop down the trees first. We got your usual production tabs and your stats and these type of games. How many sick villies? Housing, supply count. Got happiness. They're unhappy because they're alone in the wilderness, which, you know.
This is an alert.
Whatever.
Jacob Bombage is
Thank
now
you, Jacob.
chilling.
How much food? Food? You never have enough food. There's literally never enough food. It's impossible to have enough food. I've never, it's very hard. Here's the season. I love the season bar. This also affects the kind of weather. When it rains or thunders or something, it means that villagers can't do certain jobs. And of course, in winter, they may, you know, fucking die because it's cold. Which is not ideal. That's a big struggle. So, generally. Then you have your resource. You got wood. You got firewood, which is different. You got planks. You got stone. You got clay. You got brick. You got gold. That's what we got. And then you got your center camera. There's a lot of convenient camera hotkeys. You've got your professions, which I would just ignore most of these. It's pretty intuitive. We'll get there. Like, it looks overwhelming. It's not too bad. You got your storage, your building menu, harvest. So you can choose to harvest things. You got to be careful though, because there's no deharvest. Is what I noticed. Unless I'm missing something, if I drag, like say I want to harvest this tree, if I do that, but I do it for a large area, you have to individually click on each resource to deharvest it, which is super annoying. They really need to just add like a cancel. There's a clear, which is not harvest. It's just get things out of the way. Walls. Flattened terrain. Roads, which increase the speed of your village. And explore. So like I said, remember you can't see the vision. So, first things first though. All right. Our first Villy. I'm bored. I'm bored. Currently chopping trees. 32 years old. Educated? Never was educated. Our next Villy. Glacio. Also, no education. 38 years old. Galicio, actually. No, wait. That's not how you... can't even write their name, so... Our next Villy. Morkeem. Basic education. Our most well-educated person in the camp. 46 years old. We have... Oh, wow. Look at that rugged man there. Farthest Zelana is also uneducated, 24. Orange Halo. Yeah, well, I mean, like, there wasn't a lot of opportunity in the old world. So, George, 49. George Rolls, sorry. Olgrim, a.k.a. The Beans. Yes, you can have numbers in the name. All right, we don't judge. Is this guy's name just straight up Genji?
This is an alert.
Okay, we're going to leave Genji.
Rabza was now chilling.
Because that's just as... Win is also a great name. Dash... Mine. Okay. Another one, 42. TRJK. And Lucifer. Welcome to the colony. Or whatever. Or town. Okay. Looks like we got the team all here. Now, we're going to try to keep the name shorter is what we're already learning here. Well, also there's your standard speed controls. You go up to 3 times, which honestly is a little slow sometimes, but...
This is an alert.
Lucifer FCS is
Thanks,
now chilling.
Lucifer. There will be more villagers pretty quickly. We're going to start getting real lazy on how we name them, too.
This is an alert.
Rio Rich.
Riot Lyric is now chilling. Let the suffering begin.
Alright, they're putting together the town center. And then that takes a little bit of time. You can actually go to half speed as well. Which is interesting. And... the town center! It is complete. So, I'm now going to set up, first things first, we're going to need to chop down some trees. Alright? All the trees around here. Once again, be careful. Unless I'm missing that, like, cancel harvest thing, there is no way to cancel besides literally clicking on each individual, like, tree or tree patch, and just remember that. Alright. Another thing. Roads. Okay. We're going to have a road in front of the stockpile cart here.
Shock Crave is now chilling.
The N key is for roads. It's relatively intuitive. We're gonna put the houses next or close to the TC here. Some basic houses. So, a nice thing is, once you place them, you can still move them later. Like, you can move them with no cost, but a bit of villager time. So that's actually really nice. Alright, we're gonna have to flatten some terrain over here as well. It's gonna take some time, but... get to work! We're gonna need 3, I think it's 4 per house. And, so we need houses, we're gonna need firewood for winter. It gives you that notification, but... like, I need to start chopping the firewood, but right now, just... I should have probably built closer to the low ground, so I wouldn't have to spend time flattening the terrain. It's pretty generous. I think it's a bit of an unrealistic amount of time. Otherwise, like... I'm gonna want to get... So, we're gonna want to start food production pretty early. Let's see, hunter cabin. Ah, okay. I'm gonna start with fish. Fishing shack. 190%. That seems like a lot of percents. Yeah. Alright. Wait, not hunter cabin. I want housing. Alright. Yes, yes, we need firewood. We're working on it. Oh, and a well. Go to 1x for now. A basic well for, you know, well-related activities. For your general well-being. I'm gonna put that over here so it can be used for the town center. Sometimes lightning will strike your houses and such, so that's obviously not great. And then there's a firewood splitter. So buildings have an effect on desirability, depending on probably how annoying they are to have nearby, like a not in my backyard kind of situation. So I'll put this on the left side. I'm going to put my industries. It doesn't have a huge, some of them have a larger radius, but Alright. We have 39 logs. Alright. How's that shack going? You can prioritize, but there is no... At least right now, not that I know of, there is no, like, numbering system for prioritization. That would be nice to have. Like, honestly, the closest this game is, now that I'm thinking about it, is like oxygen not included almost. Though on a bit of a larger scale. Because your villagers do everything, and you're gathering all these resources kind of automatically, and they prioritize. It doesn't have quite the, like, micro level of RimWorld, but it is trying to minimize the inefficiency of your villagers who are, remember, very little education, so. Yes, harvest. Game is basically banished. Well, I can't make that comparison because I never played it, so. I mean, it's the same company who made Banished. I know that much. Can you increase the UI scale? I mean, if a game like AoE 4 has no UI scale, increase or decrease. Oh, right there. The Beaver Town Timberborn. Okay. Orange Halo is fishing. More people await. So, yeah, as you get food, essentially people show up. They're like, hey, can we join? So, once I get the basics set, I can do that. I need some stone for the well. So, I'm just going to drag select if there are any stones. Shit. I meant... So... Oh no, villagers stricken with dehydration. I only meant the stones. I don't even see any stones. There's one stone over there. There are no rocks. Do we choose like the only place in the world with no rocks? There's some rocks. Getting as many stones as I can. There's a river right over there, guys. I'm gonna prioritize getting this rock. Prioritize the rocks. I don't know how well, like I said, I don't know how well that works, but... Because they do, like, it does seem to help, but also villagers do seem to have, like, their own idea of what they should be doing sometimes. I'm not entirely 100... There's also... Forager Shack. Oh, look at all these goodies. It tells you what kind of goodies you're gonna get. Like, they'll come get those bird eggs and all that. Yeah, this looks pretty sick right here. Okay, somebody make... Well, you can't prioritize everything. Then nothing's prioritized, so... Let's go. Hurry up. Could you dig faster, sir? Thank you. He's really trotting along there. I gotta say, the sounds are quite good, and the animations are surprisingly, like, they're pretty... remember, it's procedurally generated, so, like, they're pretty accurate for, like, seeing them chop trees and stuff. Can you build in a spot and tell them to gather elsewhere? You can relocate a building, and it only costs, like, a small amount of villager time. Like, you don't have to spend any resources, but a villager moving it. And that goes for pretty much any building. Larger buildings cost more villager time, but... So that is... It is convenient to be able to do that. You can rearrange your whole town, technically. Like, without costing you anything but some time. It's not that much time either. It's like 10, 15 seconds or whatever the indicator is. So right now, we are in year 1. I'm gonna need more houses to bring some more villies in. Wait. Good idea on the UI scale, by the way. It's helpful for me too. Here's Main Road Street here. That's the name. I think we make it just a little bit smaller so it can all fit on the same screen. Some of this stuff. Like some of the interfaces are just not... They're just a little bit too large. Though it looks like they have a scroll bar as well, so it's not like it breaks. Exclamation point, don't kill me, Winter, if you want to be in the next wave of immigration. Or born. So it appears villagers are born and they pop out like 18 years old and ready to chop down trees, which is convenient. But I'm not 100%, but that I'm pretty sure. I think I actually can go. I'm tabbed out. So that's why the FPS is tanking. Just as much space. The game's pretty beautiful, and I turned the graphics down to like pretty minimal here. Which reminds me, maybe. Wait, what happens? I want to keep that 60 FPS. These games always are rough. I'm going to, for you guys. Because the stream's at 60 FPS, so you can't see. The human eye can only see 24 FPS anyway, so. 59 is not 60. It sticks it there, though. Until I have some village... It will say if they're idle. I don't think there's a way to, like, select all idle, but... Is that they're chopping her back. Okay, so it's not perfect, the animation. I like how there are different types of trees. Like, there are some trees that are more valuable to chop down. I'm not sure if it's just like a timer thing, or if literally you could prioritize certain trees. I think I'm gonna get another forager shack. Looks like there's a lot of goodies over here. There's a lot. Yeah. Oh my god, so much. You don't want to be too far out of town because they have to bring it back. Right now, I have a storage cart. That's it. You can add more levels of storage up to like warehouses as time goes on, but so they do have to bring it back and then they bring it from that area. Also, there's a wolf there. Hunter cabin. The hunter will hunt wolves. That's like your best defense against wolves is the hunter cabin sometimes. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing there's no wolves. There's definitely wolves. Yeah. You do have to stockpile enough food. You'll never have enough food. I've never had enough food in the like hour and a half I've played, but never. Predator attack! So, this is how this works. Get TRJK. Yeah. Wolves. So bears will terrorize your entire town. Wolves are annoying. That's the difference. But bears are very scary. Wolves are aggressive, but they're also... Oh my god, there are wolves everywhere! Rabies! Who got rabies? Morkeem! Morkeem has rabies. Oh no. Genji! God, wolves are terrorizing the whole town. Morkeem hides inside. Hello, guys. I need to... I think there is a center camera on your current selection hotkey, which is convenient. There's also camera locations, technically, which is surprisingly nice. Center camera on village is Z. Oh, I don't know if there's center cam... I mean, there's a button. I just like my hotkeys. Did anyone die? Is there any cure for rabies? Don't they just die? Morkeem, he's old. Isn't he just gonna die of rabies? That's a lot of wolves. Like, we're here for the hunter cabin, but there's a wolf nest. A wolf den. Oh no, more of them. Morkeem, run! God. They're fine. Double rabies. Yeah, double rabies sounds bad. So, what else? We could build a smokehouse to... you know what? I think a smokehouse for the fish. We'll just put it in the industry corner here. Yeah, people don't like being around the smokehouse, but they like eating the food from the smokehouse. And also, this game is going to make me hungry. Just like my villagers, when we don't have enough food for the winter. Oh no, 7 more villies? Alright. Is that Brenda? It is. Wow, welcome. Where did the rest go? Oh, they immediately went too. We have... Wait, another... Lucifer 2. Lucifer 2. We have 2 Lucifers. We got Grayskull. By the book, is 50 years old. He's a medic. No, his health is 100%. I saw the icon, I'm like, wow, how fitting, but he's not, he can become, he's got to do some old man jobs, though. And then Crater Moon. He's got a helmet or something, yeah. He's been around the block a few times. We have Notice Me Senpai. And Soda God 101. Welcome to the colony. Did I miss anyone? Oh wait, this is... some of these names look like they could literally just be part of the village, okay, so... Unfortunately, though, this means our food stocks are now, instead of 3 months, down to 1, down to none. Yeah, we were not necessarily ready to take in 7 new villagers before the winter. That may have been a bit optimistic. Well, I'm sure it'll work itself out. A bustling market would generate gold, but... Yeah, markets... So this is, as far as I've gotten, is the market. The market is your generic income mechanic. Oh yeah, we may need a graveyard here. For reasons. I'll just put it over there. Winter is coming. Seeking weapons. Oh, By the Book is going to be our hunter. The only guy... He has, like, a helmet on, but his gear is just, like, generic gear. Villager succumbed. Rest in peace, Morkim. Dead at 46. After 9 months, he died of rabies. Have to pay respects. One less rabid mouth to feed. We haven't even finished the graveyard yet. Oh no. There's so many wolves. Why the book can't handle them all on his own. It's building us no food. It's supposed to make food. I know we're starving. Get that notification off my screen. Yeah, people are not super hyped about starving. Birth rate, 50%. Immigration rate, still over 0. How much more? Well, I still need the stone. I've only got 13 stone. And eventually we're going to need to chop the trees down anyways. Ooh! There's some butchering going on in there. Graveyard. Alright, time to break in the graveyard.
This is an alert.
Winter, don't you know it's winter?
Put that man in the graveyard. Is that a serial killer? He's a serial wolf killer. He's a predator of predators. So, everyone has jobs, right? Would I know if there's unemployment? They would say idle. Sometimes they say wandering, which is if they can't do the job that they're supposed to be doing. But he's fishing. I thought there'd be like an ice fishing thing. Hey, dude, a gathered supply of fish. Seeking food. Oh wait, somebody else comes to pick it up. Alright, so it's not ice fishing so much as optimism. Wind's howling. Let's see. Amenities. How about that market, though? We need a saw pit and a storehouse. So the saw pit requires a stockyard. It kind of makes you build all the stuff you'll need in order to do these things, which I think is smart, because otherwise, like... Here, I'll put a stockyard over here. That'll also come with... I mean, we're taking down these trees anyways. But spring, new year. We made it. Almost all of us made it. Into the new year. The vast majority. And it wasn't like they died of because it was winter. They died because rabies. So. Which is totally different. I'm gonna... Can I prioritize? You can prioritize some things. What is this? Retarget building. Oh, you can. Oh. Somebody mentioned this. I didn't actually see this before. You can retarget the radius. So, like, I don't actually have to move the building at all, potentially. There's some green... Oh my god, tasty greens. Oh, that seems sick. I'm gonna miss out on those, like, medicinal herbs a bit, but... I could always just move it a little. You know what? We're gonna focus on those greens over there. You know what? Very smart. Convenient. Okay, do we get the stockyard? They gotta chop down all these trees first. Honestly, even on low graphics, I think the trees look great. This is on low shadows. Wait, let's see if I can turn shadows up. This is how you kill your FPS. Is by adding foliage. Wait, is it working? Oh, it's the refresh rate. You know, maybe the refresh rate change. As long as you cap the FPS at 60, it seems to be less terrible. Ah. That was the key. Just don't double the FPS. And... oh, wow. Looks really good. Also, what is my UI button? Right bracket. Wow, what? Just absolutely slaughtering. Oh no! Bit off a few more wolves than you could chew. How do I see? Now I gotta publish the VOD on each one. It was with the rerun chain. I will do it now, but also you could just subscribe to my second channel, Winter Gaming on YouTube, where playthroughs of games like this one. Currently, it's going through the playthrough of Planet Crafter, which is not quite like this, but is not too dissimilar. So, like it's in the same genre, if a somewhat different planet. It won't let me publish today's VOD anyway, so... but yeah, it'd be awesome if you guys could subscribe to that. The idea is... we have a Winter StarCraft channel for my first and only love, StarCraft. But a Winter Gaming channel for games I like, which are some other ones. By the book, keeps attacking wolves and then getting surprised when he's at a 3rd HP still. Maybe we just need somebody else to work here. Can I decide who works here? I'm sorry by the book, but like it's not you, it's your knees. If I put I'm not sure how to make a certain Villy work there. It's your knees are the problem. You're 50 years old. Somebody like we need to let some of these youngins do the hunting. Okay, I'm tempted now. I'm gonna try upping the resolution. No, wait, no, that's not how that works. Never mind. Very high shadows. Couldn't get it. Anti-aliasing. No, that was a horrible idea. That's terrible. Terrible. Stop. Just, no, stop. It looks great. It looks great. The game looks really good. Okay. Sounds good. It looks great. Alright, there's the stockyard. You can also, of course, manage the inventories and all that. Stockpiling herbs. Yeah, I wish you could customize the overlays some. Like, I don't need to know where every single blueberry bush is, but you have a choice of none of the resources or all of them in some way. I search winter game on YouTube. Shows a Roblox channel. Okay. Just do winter gaming. Follow the link. Once I get partnered, I can change the URL to youtube.com/wintergaming as well. I can't do it yet because I'm not partnered yet because I need people to watch the videos. We should be partnered by like next week at this rate. I'm not even joking. I know. There is a winter gaming with... Just follow the damn link in the chat. Oh my god. All right. And weirdly now, you can use the !winter gaming command. Scroll down. Well, the problem is you need to scroll down more. That's why you guys got to subscribe and watch the videos. So that way, Roblox man, I'm sure his videos are great, but he took my name. And honestly, he probably had it first. But... that doesn't matter. I'm marginally E-famous. It's mine. Not search engine up to... Good thing it's not someone who has like 20,000 subs or something, and I didn't know. Which is... It could have, like, I didn't check. Oh my god. My knees! And just when you got healed... Jesus, like, why can't... So, you can only have one hunter. I can't add an... If I put another hunter cabin next to it, what, can we, like, tag team this? It feels weird that I can only have one hunter on the hunter cabin. Like, obviously there needs to be some help here. I'm gonna just add a second hunting cabin. And see if that helps. Everybody, like, we already have 15 people chopping logs anyway, so... Oh yeah, we were working. We need the saw pit. New Billy! Who is it? Oh, well, we gotta redo the giveaway. ! Don't kill me, Winter. Or, actually, for these one-offs, people who subscribe or give me money. Alright, they paid their way into the colony. For the big villager drops, we're gonna draw more, but... Hawk Feather. I hope he does. If there's a dangerous job, it's going to be Hawk Feather. All right. But when, like, there's the big immigration waves, we will use the giveaway, all right? Fair? But I'm not, like, tabbing out for each one.
This is an alert.
Yeah, Jolie Bully. Clever.
Bully has gifted 1 sub to viewers.
I gave my Amazon money this month, except you didn't. Or to someone else. Wait, I didn't agree to this? It's not about agreeing. You're here now.
This is an alert.
Either get with it, or
Jack
go find a new
3811
town.
has gifted 1 sub to viewers.
Alright, we need a saw pit. Which, might as well put it right next to the stockyard, eh? Obstructed by building. It's a nice grid system. Like, it's not super intrusive, but it's also, it works, right? So, yeah, the building is not like, in these type of games, actually getting things to build correctly can make it a lot less fun to play, in my opinion. Like,
this is an alert.
Filth Cauldron has gifted
right, it
1
always
sub
feels,
to viewers.
but it actually feels really intuitive. So. Could I get better at hunting over time? I don't think so. I don't think you can build like educational stuff. So maybe your children will if you survive that long. Like the next generation will be much better at hunting, but let's be honest here. You're 50 years old. Let's be realistic about our potential here. Hawkfeather. You'll be joined by Hawkfeather, who will be the hunting cabin closest to the wolf den. We're gonna put that radius out a little further. We've almost gotten all the trees out of the way here. Do I have the saw? Once I have the saw pit done, I can make the market. And that's when we gotta start thinking a little more about the long term. I'm gonna flatten this terrain. Some over here as well. Which is gonna take a lot of villi time. Is there like a max? Can I put a max? You can uncheck it, but you can't like set a certain like target, at least that I know of. You can just have a different one that only takes certain things. But I'm gonna. So if anybody has played this and knows, oh, 2 predators sighted. Hawkfeather is fucking dead. All right, well. Bit of a yikes from me, dog. Well, that did not take long. Who's next? Notice me, senpai.